What's good with it? Wags my tag coming back strong inside your eye. And I'm talking about the brand new diss track that Drake just dropped, right? It's aimed at Meek Mill's face. And I'm going to break it down for you guys, tell you exactly what I think. If you guys didn't already know about this situation, Meek Mill's dropping a new album. He wanted Drake to promote it through his Twitter because he's got so-and-so millions of followers, right? Drake refused to, and it started a debacle. That's right. Meek Mill dropped the 140-character nuclear bomb on Drake's career, right? Not his financial status, but at least his credibility. And he ended up saying that Drake doesn't write his own songs. He has ghostwriters, and don't believe in him. He's not even real. And I mean, from face value, I'd be like, that's not even true. But then the Tin Man song resurfaces of an original rapper that Drake keeps on retainer. That's right, he pays this guy $60,000 a year to write some verses, get drunk, and be his friend. So this song Tin Bands has never even been wrote by Drake. We look at this 3 days later. Drake hasn't said anything, not a word, not a peep, not an Instagram post or a tweet, right? He decides to drop this song, Charged Up. I guess he's been in the studio, in the lab, talking to his ghostwriter, making a new song. And he made a song called Charged Up. And there are some memorable lines in it. You know, like, everybody's talking about how this is so hard and everything. I'm going to break it down with the realness. You know, a lot of people can hate on it. I would probably hate on myself. You know, I'd hate on this video too if I didn't already see the evidence. Drake does have a ghostwriter. It's proven that he cheats, right? I consider that cheating because I've written raps before. And then what's the point of, you know, saying somebody else's words? That's some Hannah Montana shit, you know? You don't do that. If you're going to be real in the rap game, you write your own stuff. You think Tupac took lines from other people? No, that's not how it works, right? So you're looking at this song, Charged Up. It does have some memorable lines. He says, cops shooting people with their arms up and you're trying to harm us. I'm going to call Drake's hood card on this one. How often has Drake talked about police violence before this instance? Don't try and pull Meek Mill's card, right? Saying that he doesn't talk about street violence. You know, it's ridiculous. It's out of left field, Drake. Why are you trying to bring that into the conversation when we're talking about you not writing your verses, right? Again, I'm big Drake fan, man. I'm telling you, I feel like I've been lied to with this ghostwriting stuff. It's Hannah Montana stuff. That's some Adriana Grande stuff. Like, you write your own bars if you're in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? So he also ends up saying that he's never been starstruck by a chick, and he's never had anybody tell him to get their bars up. He's shouting out Nicki Minaj, right? He's saying, you're with Nicki Minaj, but you need to get your bars up. How on earth? Again, I was the biggest Drake fan, and I would have been like, that's a sick line, bro. But the only reason we're having this conversation is because Drake didn't write his own stuff. He will never, ever, ever be allowed to tell another rapper to get their bars up. It's so hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? You cannot ever tell somebody that they don't know how to write a song when you have been proven to be a cheater. And I'm not saying every song that Drake has ever made, he didn't write those words. I guarantee he's came up with some melodies. He's came up with a ton of songs. But if you get caught doing steroids in one game, right? If you get caught cheating in one game, you're going to be under scrutiny for the rest of your life. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Drake, because if he gets caught doing it again, I mean, it's ridiculous. The real people in hip-hop are never going to let that slide. Like, I cannot let that slide. That is some straight-up Iggy Azalea shit. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do this junk. If you're going to be on top of the mountain, you got to do it yourself. You can't have people carrying you to the top. I'm telling you, it just gets me heated, right? You look at this, and you got to say, the sickest line, though, I will bow down to it. If Drake wrote it, it's amazing. If his ghostwriter wrote it, it's amazing. I'm telling you, like, it was saying, I just signed a deal with Apple, but I still feel entitled. I thought that was a sick line, right? I don't care who wrote it. I like that line, you know, entitled, like Jay-Z's junk, even though that was a big failure. Shouts out to Tidal. We'll go visit you in the dumpster. But we're looking at this, guys, and I'm just saying, this is nothing. This song is like a 5-minute long song, right? And no matter what Drake said, again, it wasn't hard enough. It was too, like, melodic. So, I'm telling you, that's not good enough. If he would have came in with something hard, something that people would have played over and over again, it would have been amazing. But that's not the case right here. It is a okay song, right? It's not as good as the song that he had ghost written for him. Tin Bands is 15 times better than this song. But I'm telling you, Meek Mill won this bitch. with 140 characters. Drake's, like, his image, I mean, I know his financial status will never be tarnished, you know, and there will always be chicks that don't actually care about the rap game and they only care about the beat and the that Drake has to say. Like, that's all they care about is Drake's delivery. They'll never care that he didn't write his stuff, that he's fake, right? But I'm telling you, the real people in hip-hop, the real people that like rap, I'm telling you, this is terrible. Like, he's under scrutiny for the rest of his life, and he might have to start writing his bars consistently, and he might start falling off, right? Again, I was the biggest Drake fan until this surfaced. Again, this song is nowhere near as demeaning as Meek Mill's tweet was, because Meek Mill's tweet was 100% factual. It was 100% short, sweet, to the point. And if you get on black people Twitter, you know, you get on Reddit, or you get on Twitter, well, like, all the stuff that is trending is just straight up Meek Mill wins. You know what I'm saying? It's like Meek Mill calling everybody out. Meek Mill, he's the man right now. You know, a lot of people hating on him. I'm telling you, he's the man. He beat Drake in one tweet, and Drake can't even make a whole entire song 3 days later and beat him. I'm telling you, that's the realness, guys. I just listened to the song, and it will never hold value like Meek's tweet did. I mean, that brought out the realness. That opened a can of worms that Drake will never be able to undo. And how dare you? I mean, Drake, you're kind of upset, man. At the end of the day, you can like Nicki Minaj or hate Nicki Minaj, but Meek Mill has the most popular woman in rap right now, undoubtedly. Like, what are the biggest people in the world? I mean, you got Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Nicki Minaj. Those are like the three most famous women like in music right now. And Meek Mill's smashing that, like, regardless if he likes her or not, dude. The dude knows how to lasso a dream and bring it in. So I'm thinking Meek Mill's going to come back with some serious heat. I hate that this was all over a tweet, but I do like the fact that Drake did get called out, because if you're going to cheat over and over again, you should not be able to be at the top of the mountain. There might be other people that do the same, you know what I'm saying? But we can't have that. I mean, Drake has been called out. It is aired out. We know these things now. And this right here was just my video. I thought I would talk about it. I thought I'd break down the realness. You know, you go to the video of Charged Up and you look at all the comments and people are like, ooh, Meek done. Meek's done. Meek's over. This is Meek's last. I'm telling you, Meek is winning right now. Like, no matter what this song is, it will never be a hit 'em up like Tupac. It will never be a nail in the coffin. It'll never be an ether. I mean, it's not even in the same league. It's not top 10 diss tracks of all time. And Drake's trying to be one of the greatest of all time, and you can't even smoke him. I'm telling you, do not tell people to get their bars up when you didn't even write the song. Again, Drake still got $70 million, and he still got basically 75% of the world still loving him. I'm telling you, there's only a small percentage of the real people that will end up taking heart to his lies. So I'm telling you guys the realness. That's just what I thought. I guarantee I'll have a bunch of like devout Drake fans that will downvote this. But at the end of the day, I'm just dropping the realness, guys. I'm just telling you guys how I see it, how the rap game is looking right now, and it is not in a good shape, especially with Drake at the top. You know, I do not want to see an Iggy Azalea. I do not want to see... Justin Bieber doesn't write his own songs. He's in the same league right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you got a lot of money and you got a lot of people loving you doesn't mean you can be respected. Again, you're getting fat, Drake. Shouts out to Meek Mill, at least for making the world a better place. Drake's had so many more smash hits than Meek Mill, but Drake might not have wrote him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. Wags my tag, get back at it, rate, comment, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/wagsmytag, all the other things that are important in this world. And don't tell people to get their bars up unless you write your stuff. Peace, guys.